Hello and welcome back to another vlog. And as you can see, this one is going to be all about Guild Wars 2 and the upcoming beta weekend. Of course, how can we not talk about it? We're all excited about it, aren't we? Well, I'm excited about it. Nero's excited about it too. Just not so much right now. Right now he's having a nap on the couch. And over there, dum. You see that? That's another puppy over there. That's not Nero. Her name is Twinson, and she's really old. And that's the Guild Wars cinematic still playing. Get out of here, Guild Wars cinematic. I'm gonna pause you now. I don't even want to see that Sylvari jumping around there. I can't play Sylvari yet, so I don't want to see it. I do not want to see it. Okay, we're gonna talk about this in just a second. First, let's just talk about Twinson. That's Nero. Oh, look at him. That's his serious sleep pose. Don't interrupt him when he's sleeping like that. Not that he really minds, because he likes being woken up for whatever reason. But look at him. Oh, he's a little cute little puppy baby. He's so handsome. So handsome. And this doggy over here, this is Twinson. Or Shnin, or Bin. It doesn't really matter. She likes all of those names. Hey, Twinny. Oh, you're very nice. She's like 17 years old, and she's looking incredibly... You're very wet though, girl. You are very wet. She's looking very good for her age. That's my parents' dog. One of them. And the other one is actually in the other room moping around. She's probably like curled up under some blanket or pillow or something, so I'm not going to bother her now. She's a staffy. She's also very cute. But if I do go there now, then Nero's he's gonna get up, and I don't want him to get up. He just settled down now. So he's gonna stay, and perhaps tomorrow I'll show you Sophia. So that's Twinson over there. This is Nero, and Sophia's in the other room. Okay? That's that. Done. That's the mandatory puppy talk out of the way. Now, on to Guild Wars 2. So, if you visit arena.net, that's the website, arena.net, then you'll find in their blog section that they got this up. Choosing and transferring worlds in Guild Wars 2. So in this they explain, and now I'm explaining this to you because I'm probably not going to put a Guild Wars 2 news episode up this week. This will have to do. Speaking to you face to face, it's probably better. I don't know. Some people don't like it so much, but it's fine. Now, this weekend, it's going to work the same as it's going to work going forward for ArenaNet, NCSoft, Guild Wars 2, in that you're going to be able to, when you log in for the first time, choose a home world. And this will either be on US or EU. Now, there are a bunch of US worlds and EU worlds over here, and I'll talk about which one we're going to play on in just a second. We haven't actually chosen one, but therein lies the catch. Therein lies the fun. But, wait, stop. You're moving forward too quickly. So, they tell us here that we get to choose our home world when we log in for the first time, and then we're sort of locked to that home world. We're going to be representing that world in PvP, in World versus World battles, which is cool. That's fine, but we're going to be locked to it unless we pay, I think it's 1,800 gems. Now the gems, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but that's the currency that you're going to use. You're going to be able to buy gems with real money or buy them with in-game gold. So you're going to be able to change servers even if you don't want to put money into the game. And this coming weekend, each player or each account will be given 2,000 gems. So you're going to be able to change worlds at least once. So if you do choose a dud world, then you will be able to switch over to a different one. So that's good. And that's worth noting. Now, you are sort of locked to it, as I said. So, I like that, firstly. I'll say I like that because it forces you to choose your allegiance and stick with it. And I think that a lot of people can have pride in the server that they choose. They can work to better it, they can get their friends to join them, and you can actually play with your friends even if they're on another server. That's amazing. It's something that took Blizzard a couple of years to get in their games, cross-realm play, but it's going to be in the game straight from launch, and I think even in the beta right now. It's called guest in. So there are some limitations. You can't play world versus world while you guest in, so you can't join your friend to play against your own world in world versus world, but you can probably quest with them, you can probably do normal battleground type PvP with them, which is cool. I like that, and I like that it's going to be in the game from the start. Now, this post does explain all of that to us. Then, they also say that they strongly recommend that you choose your server before the beta weekend starts. There are a lot of servers here. Now, myself and Riot Panda, she's sitting over there playing Guild Wars 1. Okay? She's sitting over there playing Guild Wars 1. And she's trying to get her Hall of Monuments points up. Doing a much better job than me. I'm going to have about 3 points, and I'll get those 3 points in the Hall of Monuments for linking my 2 accounts together. That's all I'm going to have. Okay, I haven't really been able to play, I haven't had the time to play Guild Wars 1 very much. I will probably get to it later, when I get a chance, when I get some breathing room with the whole video creation thing. But we were discussing the names, and we were thinking to ourselves like, okay, firstly I think on the US worlds Anvil Rock will be very, very popular because, and this is worth noting, because that's where the devs usually, they hung out on Anvil Rock when the previous beta events were happening. All the big things were happening on Anvil Rock, so I think it's still going to be very busy this time around, but I don't know if it's going to be really busy once the game launches. And as far as I know, these are going to be the servers that are going to be out when the game launches for both EU and US. I'm sorry if I'm not really pointing the camera straight, and if you can't really read, I don't know why I'm doing it, it's just a habit. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are going to be the real servers, but I think they are. I think this is the final list that they're going to be having for the launch of the game, so people can now already start planning. They can get their guild websites out, they can say, we are Guild Decimation on server Vabby. No, they won't. A guild called Desolation will not go to Vabby. I did hear that 4chan is going to Vabby though. Stay away from Vabby. That is not where you want to be. Vabby on EU, nah-uh. Stay away from there. But Desolation Guild will probably go to a place called, let's have a look, Sorrow's Furnace. Black Tide. Oh, there's Desolation! What the heck? It's there! Guild Desolation from the EU World Desolation. Or some of the others. Anyway, so we were discussing which names would be popular, and you can actually sort of spot which will be popular because of the names. People tend to choose names that they think sound cool. And now this is not all people, but this is the vast majority. Now I think on EU the most popular world will probably Underworld. There's a world called Underworld, and that just sounds like the kind of world that would be popular to me. And on US I'd say the most popular will probably be, let me have a look, Darkhaven will be pretty popular, I guess. Maybe, no, I don't know if Sea of Sorrow will be popular. But anyway, okay. So, we've sort of decided which realm we're going to play on, and I will tell you that we chose, on EU, we're going to be playing on EU, so I apologize to everyone on the US, because, I mean, I was actually on Anvil Rock in the previous beta event, but if I get a choice to play on an EU server or EU world, I'll probably do that. Now, we've narrowed it down to either Jade Sea or Riverside. Now, Riverside sounds cool, and I suppose Jade Sea also sounds cool. That's the reason we chose those two names. I don't know, they just have a Luminish feel to them, a Tales of Lumin feel. So we're going to go with one of those two, and the way we're going to decide which one we're going to go for is I'm going to set up a vote or a poll on Facebook. Then you guys can find a link to that below, and you can click the one you like, the one you'd prefer, the one you'd like to roll on, the one you'd like to create your character on. I don't know, I'm personally sort of a little bit swaying towards Jade Sea, but I do like the sound of Riverside. It sounds so homey, so peaceful, tranquil, happy. It sounds like a happy place. And Jade Sea, it's a mix between happy and grand adventure. Getting lost out at sea. The Jade Sea. I don't even know. I don't know how to sell these to you, but those are the two that we chose, and we're going to go with one of those two. You're going to be able to vote on Facebook, link below, and I'm not going to put out another video saying, hey, we're on this server, but I will put an annotation in this video once I've sort of concluded the vote, and that'll be tomorrow sometime, probably in about 24 hours after this video goes up, before the servers go up, but, well, maybe the servers will be up, but I'll do it just before the servers go up, or a little bit before the servers go up, so you can check back either here on this video, there'll be an annotation here somewhere at the top, or you can check on Facebook. The one with the most votes, we will go on. That's that. We're not going to say, oh, this one got more votes, but I think we'll rather go for that one. No, it's not going to happen. Okay? If you guys like Riverside more, vote for that. If you guys like Jade Sea more, vote for that. Done. Okay? And that will also obviously be the server going forward. The thing is, I was considering going on a server that Total Biscuit was on, or Jesse Cox was on, or any of the other Game Station members, but then I realized, hey, wait, Total Biscuit just moved over to to the United States. He's in the US now. Jesse Cox is also in the US, so the chances are very slim that they're going to be playing on EU servers. Now, sure, the Yogscast might say that they're going to play on a server, but like I said, servers don't really matter that much in Guild Wars. Now, sure, you could argue and say they matter, well, they mean everything. And sure, they might to someone that PvPs and has a lot of pride in what they do, and that's fine. We're going to have pride in the server that we choose. If it's Jade C, then I'm going to be very prideful about it. I will I will canvas the name of Jade C. I'll just plaster it everywhere. I'll put it somewhere on my channel. You know? I'll make sure everyone knows, basically. Now, vote for that. Check which one we're on if you're watching this video maybe a little bit late or something, and you can join us there. I will let you guys know what my name and character code is sometime, as soon as I figure out what it is myself. I think I can actually look already, so once I figure that out, I'll put an annotation up. You guys can find me on the server. I will probably be recording a little bit here and there. I will probably record a lot of raw footage as well that I can use afterwards, after the actual beta weekend finishes. Then I'll just commentate over that then. But I want to do some live commentary as well, because I feel as if live commentary is my strong point. I enjoy doing live commentary. You can be much more impulsive and more fun. And hey, I just like it more. Not just because it's less effort. Look at him, he must be getting really cold. Shame, I'm going to get his blanket for him now. That's not his blanket over there, that's my blanket. And I don't want to give him my blanket now. He's not wet anymore, but he knows I'm talking about him. His ears are twitching. Okay, we're not going to talk about it now. Shh. But my plans for the weekend. I'm going to try PvP a bit. No, wait, stop. My plans for the weekend, if the performance issues are fixed, then, because I don't know if they're going to be fixed. If they're not, I'll probably hang around one of the towns quite a lot. I'll be able to chat to a lot of you quite a bit, but I probably won't be able to record that much, which would be sad, but I'm crossing my fingers here, holding thumbs, whatever you want to call it, that they have fixed it. I did speak to one of the Guild Wars devs between the previous, well, from between now and the previous beta weekend. That doesn't really make much sense, but I spoke to one of the devs and they said that they got a lot of input, and they got a lot of input from me personally, because I spoke to them and I was having lots of problems, and they think that they've fixed a lot. So let's hope it's right. But if it's right, then I'm going to be doing some PvP at least, because I want to test it out. I never really got to test it out. Then I want to just do a bunch of questing. I want to go exploring. I want to go adventuring. I want to run around the world and get lost and just have fun. So I'm going to be recording a lot of that if I can. And the stuff that I'm not recording, I will probably record all of it anyway and just commentate over it later if I need to. But when I'm not recording, I'll try do the instance. It's a very high level instance, Ascalonian Catacombs I think, or something like that, and I want to try it at least once. I think I'll just do dynamic quests. I'll try a couple of the classes out. My number one class at the moment is probably Engineer. I'm really liking the look of Engineer. I'm liking the feel of it, but I only got sort of a taste in the previous beta weekend, which is sort of enough. I think a taste of that class is enough to get you hooked, but I would like to try a few of the other classes out as well. I'm not going to say I'm 100% committed to Engineer, but I will say that I'm sort of leaning towards it. Actually no, I'm not going to joke around with this. I've pretty much made up my mind. I'm going to play Engineer when the game launches, but I will try the others out. So I'm going to try and get a lot of footage up. Maybe it won't be up over the weekend, but it will be up after the weekend for a long time, if the game performance is fixed. So I actually made little notes over here. I made notes, and I've pretty much covered what I wanted to say in this, but, you know, I'm just, like I said, hoping that everything's going to be fixed, and that I'll be able to just have some fun. There's no set schedule of events for me for this weekend, so if I do manage to get on to either Jade Sea or Riverside, then I'll hang around a bit in one of the cities. I do want to visit, because there's actually this post as well, I do want to visit Lion's Arch. Okay? I do. Look at that picture. It looks absolutely amazing. Now that's the only new piece of content in this week's event, this weekend's event, and it's a big deal. It's a pretty big deal, because that was the big iconic city of Guild Wars, especially seeing that Prophecies was around for quite a bit of time, and in all that time, that's where people stuck around. That's the Orgrimmar or the Stormwind of Guild Wars, but for all the races. So it's really exciting that they opened that up, or are opening it up this weekend. I'm definitely going to have a video up of that if I can get it up. If not, I'll get a lot of screenshots or something. I don't even know. Again, it just depends on the performance. But that's there, so that's going to be super exciting. There's the PvP, there's the exploring, the dynamic questing, the instance. There's... you know? That. There's too much. Okay? And the weather. Ooh, there's the weather as well. It's actually a thunderstorm. There's a thunderstorm outside. It's raining really heavily. I got caught in the rain with Nero. It was amazing. I love getting caught in the rain. He loved it when we were out there, but when we got back and he was wet, then he was a little bit miserable. Little bit. Tiny bit miserable. But I dried him off and now he's okay. So, the weather's perfect. The beta weekend's starting soon. I've actually got the client downloaded already. The new downloading thingy for the client, the launcher, I think you can call it the launcher, looked amazing. But, again, they've got a Sylvari on there. What the heck, ArenaNet? Why would you put a Sylvari? Why would they taunt us so? Maybe they're going to, like, up the beta this week, start the servers up, and then BAM! You know, BAM! Have the Sylvari! Have the Asura! Maybe they're going to do that. I very much doubt it, because they've already said they're not. But, who knows, okay? I'd love to be surprised with something like that. But, sadly, that's going to be it for this video. Okay? So, check back here soon, and I really do mean check back here on this video soon, for the result of the voting. Please head on over to Facebook and follow me there if you're not. Click that little like button. You can also follow me on Twitter because I will send out updates there. And it's a nice way to keep track of when videos come out, because I do announce on Facebook and Twitter, and soon to be Google+. I've created a Google+ page, but I have no idea what I'm doing there. I'm lost on Google+. It's mind-bogglingly different. But Facebook right now and Twitter are my two active points, and you can just follow me there because it's nice. Because it's nice. That's my reason. That's all the reason I need to pimp it out to you guys. And obviously you can see which server we've chosen. I said, as I said before, I'll say again that the two servers are Riverside and Jade Sea. Both of them sound absolutely amazing. One slightly more adventurous, one slightly more homey. The homey one being Riverside, the more adventurous one being Jade Sea. So you guys can decide what you'd prefer. Amazing. Amazing! Okay. Oh, and I'm wearing winter clothes. Wow! You know, I've been waiting so long to be able to wear long sleeve stuff, and it's amazing. It's a great feeling to be able to finally wear some winter clothes. It's getting cold here. It's just autumn right now, heading on into winter, and I love it. Perfect weather. I checked my phone for the weather updates, and they say that this entire weekend is going to be rainy, stormy, cloudy, thunderous, and full of lightning. Great. As long as our power doesn't cut or the internet go off, then it's great. Okay, but that's going to be it for this video. Check back here soon for more. Check back here soon for the server that we're going to be playing on. And I hope you guys, I mean, even if you don't get to speak to me this weekend or do anything with me or anything like that, okay, even if you don't, and if my performance is right, then we are so going to have like a little party in Lion's Arch or something like that. At least sometime over the weekend. I'll announce it on Twitter or Facebook and on YouTube. On both of those, well, not or, on all of them. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll announce if we can have some sort of meetup, and I'll give all the different times for all the different time zones, so you'll be able to find out exactly when it is. I'll even make a countdown timer to it. But we'll just have a bit of a meetup, and I'll record the meetup as well, so we can see all your characters, so you can all like line up, and then I can make a nice video of all your amazing characters. How cool does that sound? Please, performance, be okay. If I have nice FPS, even decent FPS, then I'd love to do that. Then I can showcase every one of your characters, and afterwards I'll actually put an annotation above each of them. If you can tell me, well, that was me, that was me, that was me, people can see. Well, they should be able to see your character name above your character anyway, but still, that sounds amazing. Done. I can't believe I just went on a tangent again, but at least it was a tangent related to Guild Wars 2. So, we're going to have a party sometime over the weekend if the performance is good, and if circumstances allow it, on either Jade Sea or Riverside. So, check back here soon for which server we're on, check back here soon for the party date. This is so weird. That was impromptu, okay? I didn't decide to do that beforehand, I just decided to do that right now. Check back here for those things, And most importantly, just have fun in Guild Wars 2. If you pre-purchased the game, if you didn't, check back here after the weekend or maybe sometime over the weekend for videos relating to Guild Wars 2. Because I will put stuff up, and if you're not entirely sold on the game, then maybe I'll sell it to you. Maybe you'll just enjoy the videos, which is great. Just enjoy the videos, and perhaps when the game launches or sometime after, you'll decide to jump in there anyway. But I'm excited, you should be excited, and as I said, even if you don't get to speak to me or do anything with me in-game, then just enjoy it for yourself. Enjoy the experience. My tip to you guys, go out and just get lost and have a grand adventure. That's it. Most importantly though, everything that I just said, all of that like 10 times over. Most importantly that.